Sagittarius, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the week of March 17th to the 23rd. Okay? Let's see what the week has in store for you. Show me Sagittarius, please. Show me Sagittarius for the week of March 17th to the 23rd. Show me Sagittarius for the week of the 17th, please. Show me Sagittarius for the week of March 17th. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty, so the essence of the week is the Hierophant here. Interesting. All the wand energies have been more or less showing me this dynamic between societal pressures and how you exist within yourself, right? Societal pressures versus asserting yourself as an individual. So the Hierophant here, again, societal pressures, practices, being very regimented in what you're doing, perspective that will serve you well, Hanged Man, some new perspective here, isolating yourself, right? Thinking outside of the box or thinking upside down, if you want to be literal. Eight of Pentacles is what you should be embracing here. Hard work in your day-to-day life. Relaxing around the Four of Wands. It feels like something is changing for you foundationally here. It's not a time to celebrate. It's a time to work. And it's, more importantly, I feel like a time to work on yourself, or at least your surroundings, right? Or making sure your surroundings are aligned with what is right for you internally, okay? Seven of Wands here as the message from your guides. Defending yourself. That's what this feels like, defending your peace of mind, defending your work, defending your Hanged Man perspective here. Nine of Pentacles in the shadow. Standing tall on your own, in your own light, right? Standing tall in your own light. You're not letting anything or anyone get you down, right? Having that security, that peace of mind, that physical abundance, right? And having that as kind of protection, right? Show me that Hierophant for Sagittarius. Show me that Hierophant for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. All right, Hierophant clarified by Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Four of Swords in the shadow here. Actually, we're just going to do this, okay? So just in the shadow here, we have the Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Page of Cups, okay? So balanced energy here, and external meeting internal, how to find that balance, how to find that peace of mind. Then here you are, Temperance showing up kind of behind that. So it feels like this is what you're trying to find, balance between external pressures, internal pressures, or at least what trying to find the balance of where you fit within trying to please all of these different components and make sure you're taking care of all of these different components. In a word, finding balance. In a word, or in a phrase, finding yourself, right? Or where you fit, where you feel comfortable. Okay, back to your immediate clarifiers with the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords here. You're taking stock. And that's what this really feels like. You're assessing these pressures that you have put on yourself, that maybe your family has put on you, that maybe your friends have put on you, that you have put on yourself to exist within society. You are assessing these one by one, and you're picking up these different swords, these different perspectives, and you're saying, okay, does this work? Does it not? Does this benefit me? Does this not? Does this hinder me? Does this help? right? And it's almost like one by one, you're kind of evaluating these different hats that you wear in society and figuring out, do they fit you internally? Okay. Show me this Hanged Man. Show me this Hanged Man for Sagittarius, please. Show me this Hanged Man for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Wow, the balance here, huh? Alrighty. Hanged Man clarified by Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles here in the shadow, along with the Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, Justice, coming back to the Hanged Man. So again, we're coming full circle, both and while showing balance here, right? So this idea here, Queen of Pentacles, right? Wanting to care for things outside of you, wanting to make sure everything feels safe, everything feels cared for, everything feels protected, right? How is this hurting you? Because it is. How are you putting an end to whatever component of this Queen of Pentacles is hurting you? So what I would say is looking out for your surroundings, looking out for the people that matter, that you love, that you care for, making sure everything is tended to, that your garden is tended, that your garden is weeded, right? Going above and beyond to make sure everything is idyllic. This is hurting you in some way, and you know this, you feel this, so you're making a decision to have some new perspective, right? And so you're weighing everything here. This feels very measured, right? Very much the Sagittarius process. You're weighing everything one by one to see what fits and what doesn't fit. Okay, so coming back into your immediate clarifiers here, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, Ace of Swords. There's some sort, you're moving towards some new perspective, some new truth here. You're taking your element and you're saying, for whatever reason, I can no longer exist in this way because putting too much of myself into my surroundings and into other things or other people is hurting me. I cannot do this anymore. I will only be victorious if I pick up a new sword, if I pick up a new way of caring for others while also continuing to care for myself. That's what this work feels like this week. So whatever this Hierophant is and these societal pressures that you're assessing this week, it very much has to do with how much of a toll it takes on you personally, right? So you're editing these societal pressures because it's too much pressure on you. Show me the Eight of Pentacles. Show me the Eight of Pentacles, please. Show me that Eight of Pentacles, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you. Eight of Pentacles clarified by the World, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. In your clarifiers, or in your shadow here, we have the Five of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Fool, and the Tower. This is changing. You are doing, the focus is on doing the work to facilitate the change, right? And it's hard work. With that 9 and that 8, it whatever this pattern is here, it's very ingrained in you. It's something that's taken its toll on you over time, it feels, okay? And it's something that you've accepted that can no longer continue. For some of you, it's something maybe that has been passed down from you, or instilled in you from a very young age, right? And so you feel this to your core and you're saying, okay, I really have to focus on this. I really have to figure this out. Eight of Pentacles, it's work in the physical that is affecting your internal. This almost feels like coming to terms with how your physical work impacts your internal. And do they complement each other? And if not, why not? It's almost like there's, what Spirit is trying to say is like there needs to be an awareness here, because it feels like there's a disconnect. And so perhaps the work this week is finding that connection between all the work that you're doing and how it's affecting you, how all this work is affecting you inside. Or at least maybe coming to the realization that all this work is not healthy for you in one way or another. And it hasn't been for some time. And so the Death here, there's an awareness and a propulsion forward, right? Okay, I know this. How can I move forward with this new knowledge? Okay. Show me that Four of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Show me that Four of Wands for Sagittarius. Show me that Four of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Four of Wands clarified by Five of Wands, Nine of Wands, Judgment, and Two of Swords in the shadow, along with that Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's 876. There's confusion here on this work, right? On whatever you've been doing. It's almost like this, it feels like a confrontation, or like a harsh confrontation, or something happened where it feels like you've been so focused on this work, but then something happens with this world here that opens your eyes to say, wow, I've been focused on this work for so long. I'm really tired. Or you've been working so hard that you don't realize you've missed breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? You've been so engrossed in this that you haven't stepped back to realize how you feel. That is kind of the idea or the gist of whatever is happening this week for you, Sagittarius. And with that Four of Wands, as what you're being asked to relax around, it's kind of like this idea of waking up that this is not balanced. This is not what your foundation should be based on, right? And all this activity, Five of Wands, is really fatiguing you, and you're waking up to that fact, right? And so again, it's kind of like, oh, I didn't realize, I'm not really sure what's going on here. It doesn't feel good. And then we go 8, 7, 6, right? Okay, well, this doesn't feel good. This feels very confusing. I need to move away from this, right? And that's where that Hanged Man, that new perspective comes in, and this idea of weighing, okay, my job says I need to work 60 hours a week, or the expectation is I need to work 60 hours a week. Well, whose expectation is that? Is that yours? Does it say it in your job description? Is that a societal pressure or something that you've put on yourself? Okay, well, if it is, or for whatever that motivation is, do you need to keep that expectation of yourself, or do you need to leave it, right? And so it's that kind of idea of, that's where the assessment comes in, because you take a step back from this work and you realize, okay, this external work is not matching your internal work, right? The two are not balanced. And so this whole week is about how do we get to that balance, right? Show me that Seven of Wands for Sagittarius. Show me that Seven of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Show me that Seven of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Okay, Seven of Wands clarified by the Moon, Strength, Three of Swords, and the High Priestess here, right? This inner knowing, this inner awareness of what is right. Okay, so yeah, with this Seven of Wands, you're definitely defending yourself here. With the Moon, there is this idea of you don't really know what's around the corner. You don't really know what's next. But this internal strength is very much, okay, yes, it's Leo energy, but you have a strong sense of self, Sagittarius. And just because you can stand true and weed through, the bullshit, you know where your true north lies when you step back, right? And so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like, even though you might not see the whole picture, you might not know the full story, you know yourself enough to be able to do this kind of work and figure out kind of where you took a left turn, right? And it's painful with that Three of Swords here. Perhaps there is an ending to a relationship. Perhaps there is an ending to a certain dynamic here. But either way, it's kind of, you've come to a point of no return with this Hanged Man. What you see, whatever this new perspective is that you're learning, you can't unsee it. So you can't move backwards, right? You become very diligent, very regimented in your process, this or this, this or this, in terms of finding your balance, reassessing where you stand, and that's going to propel you forward. And like I said, you might not know the whole story, but you know yourself enough to know that this is the work that needs to be done, right? So that's what I see unfolding for you this week. It's a tall task, but Sagittarius, you're more than up to it. And ultimately, it's going to get you where you need to go. Keep yourself to the process. You know what I mean? Don't get swayed one way or the other too much. Keep it balanced, right? That's what I would say. Sagittarius, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have an amazing week. It looks like a very transformational week ahead, and I wish you all the best. You take care.